Hi guys, welcome to today's masterclass called Crack the Code to Untold Riches. My name is Amber Lee, and I'm joined here by the beautiful Jess and Annette. And today I would love to share a little bit more about my family and how we came into this business, and when this masterclass was actually shown to myself and my husband. And that was roughly about 18 months ago. We were shown this incredible masterclass that we literally lost sleep over, as we seen that it was a way out of our situation. However, it came up to the part where we had to invest into the business, and it was a bit of a hurdle for us. However, we knew that if we didn't make a change, like nothing would change. So, as you can see in the pictures here, this is myself and my husband, Venny, and our three beautiful children. And if you look to the left of the picture, you actually see a car, Toyota Land Cruiser. So, how we decided to get started in this business was actually to sell our only car that we had at the time to be able to invest into the products to get started in this business to be able to change our lives for not just for us and for our children, but future generations to come. So you actually see a photo there where my husband's out concreting at work or on FaceTime, and our products had arrived, and we were very, very excited at this point in our life. And over time, we've been able to meet a beautiful community, as you can see there now that hubby's more present and home now with us, that we get to go out and spend time, quality time with our children. And we've been able to purchase a new car, which is very, very exciting because the new car is way better than our old car. So I feel like the investment that we have made within the business and in our within ourselves is nothing to compare. So today I would love to be able to get started with this. And what we're going to show you is a simple online business model, the system and support, the products that we share, how the income works, and how to get started. And I absolutely love this quote, guys. It says, most people find an income stream and then find a way to enjoy their life in the small pockets of time they have left. I don't know about you, but that sounds like majority of the world and how they operate, where society works and is so focused on providing an income to support their family, and then they're left, with this small amount of time to actually enjoy with their family or do things that they want to do as a family and create memories. But it says here from Tim Ferriss, it says the key to a successful life is you have to get really clear on your dream life first, and then you have to find an income stream that supports that dream life. So it's a complete opposite to how society thinks. And I believe once you understand that key, you're able then to be able to create a successful life. Before we get started and get into any details, I just need to make an income and earnings disclaimer that there's no earning projections, promises, or representations. It's kind of like a job. If you don't show up, you don't get paid. I want you to think about your life right now and where you're at. So I invite you to take a look at things, um, and rate them from 1 to 10, with 10 being the highest, meaning you wouldn't want to change anything about this area at all in your life. So write down 1 to 10 about your health. Is there anything you would love to change about your health right now? Or are you at your optimal, your peak health in your life? Your wealth is your financial situation. Is it a 1 or is it a 10? Do you want to improve it, or are you comfortable where you are, or do you want to be able to create a life beyond all measure? Your time, your family. Are you spending enough time with your family, quality time with your family, your mindset, community, contribution, and celebrations? So I really invite you guys to think about these list of things here on the right, and write down from 1 to 10 where you're currently at and what you would like to change. And while you're doing that, I also would like to invite you to think, where do you see yourself in the next 12 months? And what do you really need to change right now in this point in time for you to be able to create the dream life you're wanting, that you desire? And also, if you don't make a change, where do you see yourself in the next 12 months as well? So this business model, affiliate marketing, we're going to talk a little bit into leveraged versus linear income, the products that people want, need, and love. a model that supports people, the planet, and profit, high ticket versus low ticket, an already established business model that's in the trillion-dollar health and wellness industry. And one of my favorite parts is it pays over 50% in commissions. So, what is leveraged income versus linear income? So, linear income is kind of like a job. So, if you stop working, then the money stops coming in, you can't pay your bills. However, leveraged income is where the idea is that the time and effort that you put in now may give you exponential results in the terms of earnings in the years to come. In other words, with leveraged income, the work that you put in once can generate reoccurring profits. I don't know about you, but for me, I definitely want leveraged income. I would love to be able to put in the efforts now, and in 10 years' time, I'm still getting paid even while I'm sleeping. So let's have a look at creating your own offer versus affiliating with one. So creating your own offer, there's a high investment required, usually upwards of six multiple figures. In many other online businesses, you likely have to do everything, like wear all the hats. I know previously I've owned traditional cleaning businesses with my mum, and we've had to at the start, even when we had employees, actually, we've had to wear all the hats because if our employees don't show up to work, we still have to show up to our client's house and give them that service, like go and clean their house, and then there's all the admin and everything else. So you definitely have to wear all the hats, and it takes a long time, a long and a lot of time to be able to build a product that works and converts. And most businesses wait 3 to 5 years to be able to make a profit. And often working alone or investing into mentorship containers at high costs. And I just want to go back to that one where it says most businesses wait 3 to 5 years. With our cleaning business, we actually had to shut it down after 2 years just because of all the overheads and expenses that came along with it. So it's definitely a lot harder to be able to create your own offer, your own product, or your own service. So let's check out at affiliating with one. There's a lower upfront investment, access to valuable tools and resources so you can focus on building your business. You get to partner with a product that people already want and need. And this is the cool part. There's profit after 3 to 5 sales. 3 to 5 sales, guys. That's not 3 to 5 years. That's 3 to 5 sales with the potential to generate leveraged income depending on products purchased. And you get to collaborate with like-minded individuals and access high-level mentorships without the cost. And I'm gonna bring out the beautiful Jess, and she's gonna get more into the company side of things and the products. So Jess, if you'd like to come out, unmute your mic and share about your lovely family and what beautiful offer we have here with this amazing company.
Hello, I'm Jess. So I live in Geelong with my partner and our two teenagers. I come from a background of veterinary nursing, and I was also working as a PSA at the local hospital when I found this business. So I was juggling two jobs plus everything else that comes with having horses, a property, a family, a house to manage. And now, don't get me wrong, I was content with my life, but I'd come to the point where I'd been doing everything for a little while and I was starting to feel bored and stagnant and just wanting more. And I remember thinking, like, is this really it? Is this really what my life is going to look like for the next 30 years? Work, bills, repeat, and until I'm like 75 years old and can afford to retire. And it's not exactly the big life that I dreamed about when I was a kid. So I didn't think there was a different lifestyle available for me because I didn't finish school. I never went to uni. I don't have a fancy degree, so what else could I do, right? But by pure luck, I stumbled across this business model and, it didn't care about anything like that. I'd never done anything before like this, and, it was all new and daunting, but honestly, it has been the best decision. I've been able to say goodbye to one of my jobs. I only work 2 days a week at the vet now. I've reclaimed my time. I feel like I'm in the driver's seat of my life again, with choices and options, and I've been able to travel more and spend quality time with my family, ride my horse midweek, catch up with friends, even just do nothing and not feel guilty about it. I'm not stressed, rushed, and life is just so much more fun and fulfilling. Um, and so I love sharing this because I know so many people feel the same way I used to, stuck on the hamster wheel, wondering if there's more. So I'm here to say, hand on heart, there is. And so let's jump back into the information. So let's break down the offer that we've chosen to partner with because this is where everything really starts to click. After a lot of research looking at compensation plans, business models, and what actually works long term, we've partnered with a company that stood the test of time and delivers on all fronts. It's called Enagic and it combines incredible products with a generous commission structure. It isn't just one gadget, not just one trend. It's an entire health system made up of four core products, and they're designed to support your health, unlock income, and protect the environment, and they are used and loved around the world. The commission plan is the very best in the direct sales industry. It is structured to create a long-term leveraged income, like Amber mentioned before. So you're not just earning for today, you're setting yourself up for the future and long term. So how it works is that you buy a product and that activates your distributor ID. So once you buy it, you're able to then sell the products and earn ongoing commissions for life. So it's simple and sustainable. So this business model, it gives you something valuable for your own home. You know, you use it yourself in your home, you're benefiting, you're saving money long term, and it's a business opportunity that you can grow with. I thought water was just water. It turns out what comes out of our taps is a cocktail of things I would never choose to drink, right? Antibiotics, hormones, heavy metals, chlorine, even carcinogens. And your body's 70% water, so what you put in it matters. Over time, these toxins like build up and they affect everything from your energy, digestion, joints, skin, even how you age. And the healthy options, you know, we've got water, which is full of microplastics, spring water, which has bacteria and heavy metals. Reverse osmosis is so stripped it's basically dead. And rainwater, well, think pollution and bird poo. No wonder so many of us feel flat, inflamed, tired, because we're trying to hydrate with water that doesn't nourish our bodies. So this here is the K8. It's Enagic's flagship product and it transforms tap water into hydrogen-rich ionized alkaline water. It so it transforms your tap water and it allows your body to work in an optimal state. The setup, it couldn't be easier. It sits right on your kitchen bench. You attach it to the tap, plug it into your power, and bam, you've transformed your water in seconds at the press of a button. She even speaks 8 different languages. It's not complicated. Turn it on and press a button. And I must say, it was music to my ears when we got back home from Vanuatu recently. Like, I noticed a shift in myself straight away, having to go back to bottled water when we were there. It was like I was in slow mo and not in a relaxed, chilled out way. Like, I was not functioning properly. You know, because this water, it is loaded with antioxidants and not just like a handful of blueberries or a few wines level. Like, I'm talking, it's a flood of antioxidants and it helps your body fight oxidative stress. That's the stuff that causes things like aging, inflammation, and it's caused from the damage, stress, pollutions, toxins, the stuff that we come in contact with every day. You know, it restores balance to your body's pH. So if you ever had like heartburn, tired for no reason, or you have achy joints, chances are you're stuck in an acidic state. You know, this water helps tip that back to the alkaline state, and that's what your body thrives on. And when your cells are hydrated and balanced, it's like switching from low power mode to fully charged. You know, you're sharper, lighter, and that 3 p.m. slump, it's gone. I used to be the queen of nana naps. Like it was a running joke in my family because I was always falling asleep. Like we'd watch a movie and it'd be like 8 o'clock and I'd be asleep on the couch. You know, I'd go and give my son, we'd read a story in bed and we'd have a cuddle, I'd be out. You know, I'd fall asleep if I was in the car, if I was driving, I'd have to like sing and dance to try and keep myself awake. But yeah, it was horrible. Now I'm fine, awake, alert, and full of beans. It's been a massive game changer in that regard for me. Um, so yeah, this water creates a perfect environment inside your body. It is designed, your body's designed to repair itself, but only if you give it the right conditions. And this water does that, so you're able to function at that optimal state. It lasts over 20 years, so it's a one-time investment. And now here's where it gets really clever. It actually makes 7 different pH types of water, and they have different uses. So you can use it from cleaning, from skincare. It's a powerful degreaser. There's over like 68 uses for this machine. I'm telling you, I've replaced all my cleaning products with it. It is amazing. Bottom line, it's not just water. It's not just a filter. It's water that charges you, cleans you, and helps your body work the way it's supposed to. It is a full body, full home upgrade. And once you've got it, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. The Anespa. is a shower system that transforms tap water into a mineral infused spa water. It uses a combination of ceramic stones and minerals from the Japanese hot springs. So it removes things like chlorine and harmful contaminants, leaving the skin moisturized and rejuvenated. Anything you put on your skin ends up inside your body. So, like, especially chlorine, when warm, that's actually a health hazard. And we're like showering and bathing in that. That's what causes that dry, itchy skin when you get out. So this removes all of those nasties and it remineralizes the skin, which protects and nourishes it. And the skin's the largest organ of our body, so we need to look after it. Ukon is one of the other core products we use, and honestly, it's been a game changer in my house. It's high grade organic turmeric supplement, which is known for its anti-inflammatory and immune boosting properties. It's rich in curcumin, it helps reduce inflammation, improve digestion, and strengthen your immune system. Plus, it has this unique fermentation process that they use, which makes your body actually be able to absorb it correctly. And I'll be real, I was skeptical of this at first, but my partner and I started taking it consistently, and we've both noticed less joint pain and inflammation. The M guard acts as a protective barrier. So this like neutralizes and reduces harmful EMF exposure. Now, for anyone that hasn't heard about EMFs before or isn't even quite sure what that means, EMF stands for electromagnetic fields. So these are invisible waves of energy that come from things like your phone, Wi-Fi, laptop, Bluetooth devices, smart meters, basically anything wireless. Now, small doses aren't usually a big deal, but the problem is we are exposed to high levels of EMFs all day, every day. Like, we sleep with our phones next to our beds, we work on screens, our kids are on screens all day at school, our homes are full of signals, we never get a real break. And while research is still growing, more and more studies are coming out showing the links between long-term EMF exposure and things like disruption, headaches, fatigue, anxiety, and even impacts on child development. You know, their skulls are thinner and smaller, and they're at way more risk of damage because they are absorbing higher levels. That's why the M Guard exists. It's simple, it's a portable device, and it helps reduce the exposure and give your body some relief in this always connected world. So the Kangen Air. This is a new product Enagic have just brought out, and it uses a photocatalyst and UV LED technology, and it eliminates odors and breaks down like harmful substances, bacteria, viruses, allergens, harmful particles that are in the air and providing you with clean, fresh air anywhere. It's maintenance free. There are no filters to replace. It just plugs into a USB. So you can take it anywhere. It's compact, light. It's perfect for things like your bedroom, office, cars. You can even sleep with them nearby. They're so quiet. Speaking of which, we have someone in our team and he usually wakes up multiple times at night. He's always been a bad sleeper. But since having this running in his room, he all of a sudden he's noticed himself sleeping through it. At first he was like, oh, it's just a coincidence. But he turned it off and he started waking up again, turned it back on and sleeping through the night. So yeah, it can run 24 hours. And yeah, helps to maintain a healthier environment for you and your loved ones. They did a study recently with some bread samples, which demonstrates its ability to stop mold growth. As you can see, on the left-hand side, you've got the Kangen Air with a piece of bread, and on the right-hand side, you've got another piece of bread there. And you can see the mold growth on the piece of bread without the Kangen Air. And we all know how like toxic mold is to have in our homes and the health problems that that causes. So this is like an amazing new product for them to have around and will definitely help so many people. So as you can see, there's a world-class premium products with real life impact. Like they have the ability to help so many people in different ways and allow us to create a really eco-friendly and toxin-free home. So this is a powerful partnership. We like Enagic has stood the test of time. They've been around for 51 years. They have a 500-year vision. All of their products are completely manufactured in-house, so they don't outsource or rely on external suppliers. They have multiple awards. They are part of the Direct Sales Association, which means they meet high ethical and business standards. They are endorsed by the Japanese Association of Preventative Medicine for Adult Diseases, which is supported by over like 6,000 doctors. And they have a highly profitable commission structure that offers generational wealth opportunities. Their eco-friendly products are designed to last over 20 years. They are in 23 countries around the world, growing and expanding every day. So this isn't just a company, it's a global movement. It stood the test of time. And it wants to support its distributors to enhance their health, their wealth, and their relationships. And here's the thing, you can find anything you want on Google, right? You want to prove coffee's good for you, Google it. Want to prove coffee's bad for you, you can Google it. There's information out there to back up any opinion, whether it's fact or fluff. So that's why when we talk about the health benefits of this water, we want to point you somewhere legitimate. So if you want to go and do some more research on this, go to PubMed. It's the world's largest free resource for peer-reviewed biomedical and life sciences research. It's not hype, it's not marketing, it's straight up science. There are thousands of peer-reviewed published studies on the benefits of drinking hydrogen-rich water. Which is what we call Kangen water, which is the water that the K8 produces. So when you go searching, you won't find Kangen water. What you're looking for is hydrogen-rich water or electrolyzed reduced water. That's the clinical language for the water. There's evidence everywhere in there. So if you're someone, yeah, who wants to research or you're curious about to know if this is legit, if it's really as powerful as it sounds, go and check out PubMed for yourself. Don't take our word for it. Let the science speak. Okay, I'm going to bring out Annette. She's going to come and talk about all the juicy stuff, how we turn this into a business, how we get paid, the compensation plan, and the support and the training, and about how it all works.
Thanks, Jess. Can you hear me? Yeah. Thank you very much for that information, Jess, on all of our products. There's the most amazing products. But just to introduce myself, my name's Annette, and I am a mum of 5 adult children and 16 grandchildren. So I've got a nice big family. And when I was throughout my life, I've been a single mum for many years, and I did support work with people with disabilities for 17 years. And then after that, I sort of left the disability industry and went into business with my daughter, which is Amber Lee, which is on this call as well. And as Amber Lee said, the cost and of the overheads and everything, and wearing all the hats and that, I wasn't getting any younger, and it was starting to pay toll on my body. And even just, my well-being, my physical well-being, my mental well-being. And I just became so burnt out that after the 2 years, we ended up closing our doors, closing the business down. And I actually took about a year off, had it as a gap year to try and recover from burnout. And then at the end of that time, it was like I needed to do something and go back to work. And I didn't want to go back to a 9 to 5. I didn't want to go back to trying another traditional business. And I also didn't want to go back into the disability industry. So I had to, think about something else. And then Amberly had come into this business and she introduced me to the business. And believe me, when I seen a masterclass like what you're on today, and I seen a compensation plan, it was something that I could not unsee. So I'm going to take you through the compensation plan today, and we're going to have a look at how we turn this industry into a business. So let's unlock the true wealth. In this strategy we have here, as Jess has just taken us through the products, and we have our 4 core products here, the Anespa, the M-Guard, and the K8, and also the Ukon, which Jess gave us some really good understanding of what each of those products do and are. So we can see here with this strategy, with these 4 core products, which we would call a quad if we sold those as a group, as a unit. And we can see we would actually place the M-Guard at the top, and then the other 3 products, you would actually purchase them yourself under your distributor ID. And with each product, you receive a distributor ID, and with that distributor ID is how you start your business. So when you come in with the quad, you actually make for your own sales, you get paid $656 immediately. That's commission in your bank. And you know what? I have never ever, I've done some low ticket network marketing before, and never have I ever seen or heard of a company that actually pays you when you purchase your own products. Now, I just want to just speak into a little bit about low ticket marketing, because sometimes we sort of don't understand, what is the difference between high and low. But with low ticket in marketing, when you sell a product, you get between maybe $20 and $100, for commission per sale. And it takes a long time for you to build that up. But we can see here with our first 5 quad sales, which it's only 5 people coming in to join you in the business, with 5 people buying these 4 products, you would receive $15,700. And that's only 5 people coming in. That's a little bit different than with the low ticket marketing. It would take you thousands of people purchasing off you with your whatever it is you're selling to get that amount of commission in such a short time. So five people is better than looking for maybe 1,000 sales in low ticket. And then the next level, and that's the first leadership level that we have. Then the next level, bringing in another 6 people into your business, which makes 11 altogether, coming in on the quad, you would receive $45,530 in commission. Now, when I was working in the disability industry, I was probably bringing in about $35,000 a year. And I'd have to work the whole year to be able to receive that. So when I seen what the potential of this business of doing in only bringing 11 people in, 11 sales, I received way more than my yearly income. So to me, that was a no-brainer. I just couldn't unsee that after, like seeing in that commission plan, and I thought, wow. But then if we had another 10 people, which is 21 people coming into our business, you're earning then $100,000 in commissions a year. Now, wow, that's, that's a bit unbelievable. But it's, like, have you ever heard of, being able to get commissions at that high? As I said, I only made 35,000 working for a whole year. So I would have to nearly work 3 years to be able to get this amount of commission just by bringing in 21 people into my business. And that's exactly how it is for you. So let's look at the numbers in the rankings. So when we look at a single K8, which Jess explained about our K8 so well before, that with the first ranking 1A, with the first sale, when you purchase a K8, or so you bring a customer in and they purchase a K8, you receive $400 commission. And then when you get another one, we open up the other 1A lane and you'll receive another $400 commission, which you'll then have $800. But then you'll step on your third purchase, your third sale from a customer when they came in, that third sale would take you up to the rank of 2A. And now in 2A rank, you would get for 1K8, $800 commission. And it just goes up with 3. As you step up into 3A, you receive $1,200 commission for a unit. 4A is $1,600. 5A is $2,000, and 6A is $2,400, just to bring one person in on 1K8. Now, we talked about the quad in our last slide, but let's have a look at what it is worth in the ranks. So if you were a 1A and somebody came in on a quad, you would get $784 commission straight into your bank. And as we've seen just with the single K8, with the commission plan for the quad, when you get to 3A, if you were a 3A and one person came in with a quad, you would get commission of $2,352. And 4A, $3,136. And then up to 6A, you would receive for that one person coming in on a quad, if you were at the 6A rank, $4,704. That's pretty unbelievable, isn't it? But now let's have a look at our fast track with the K8. Now, when we look at the different plans here, these are not locked in, guys. It's like we meet the needs that you have. You might want two Espers. You might have an ensuite and a main bathroom in your house, and you might want to get two Espers in your package. So whatever, it suits you for your household, for your plan, we can organize a package that suits you and suits your household. So these are not set packages. They can be moved around. And you'll see even in the fast track commission plan, it says 2K8s. Sometimes people will buy 2K8s when they buy their quad or their fast track plan, because what they do is that second K8, they actually use it as a loaner machine where they loan it out to people, give it out to people to trial the K8, to trial the water. And 95% of the time when people have that for that couple of weeks to trial that water, they come back, or even beforehand, they come back calling and saying, hey, I need to buy one of these. I need one of these in my house. So just by having that loaner machine, you can earn between an extra $70,000 to $100,000 a year with that loaner machine. But let's have a look at what the rankings are in the fast track plan. So if you were a 1A and somebody came in on the fast track, which we see is 5 units, you would receive $1,184. And it increases all through the ranks. So if you were 4A, you would, for that sale, that purchase coming in, you would receive $4,736. And if you were at the 6A ranking, you would receive over $7,000 in commission for that one person coming in. Now, let's have a look at a pathway to $1 million. We have an amazing 8-point system, and Magic has created this. It's a patented commission system. No other company in the world has this and can have it. So it's an 8-point system, and with the quad package, as I said before, if at the 6A level, you would receive $7,104 for that one person coming in with that Quad Plus. Now, for you to earn $100,000, all it takes is 15 people coming into your business in 1 year on that package, on that quad package. And then to earn 250,000, so it's where you can set yourself and what your goal is, but to earn $250,000, it's bringing in 37 people into your business purchasing a K8 quad. And then 500,000, that's nothing to sneeze at, is it? So for 500, if you want to get to that level of bringing in $500,000 in a year, then you would be bringing in 75 people into your organization through a quad package. And what about 1 million? Are you interested in 1 million? 1 million, if you want to become a millionaire, all you need to do is to bring in 149 people into your organization. Now, this this generational pathway to generational wealth is what a lot of people, majority of people, and me included, came in and seen this. And this is the main part of the business. It's building that generational wealth. And we can see here in the center where the circle is around, when you reach this level, it's called 6A2-3. And you receive a bonus when you hit that level of $38,000. But you know, the best thing is there's monthly for life. And Magic pays you monthly for life, $7,700, even if you stop working. And, you know, if you want to take 6 months off and travel, they're still going to pay you that for life. And that is willable to your children. You can pass that down, and once they receive that, it's willable to them, that they will still continue to be paid that every month. So we can see, going back over to the 6A, when we reach the 6A level, we receive a bonus of $4,600. Now, and when you get to the next level, 6A2, you'll receive a $9,200 bonus. And guys, these bonuses have nothing to do with your commissions. You're receiving all of your commissions on top of these. These are bonuses that the company pay. And then at 6A2-2, you'll receive 18,500 in bonus. And then you step up into what they call that legacy level, where you get paid that monthly for life, willable to your children. And then it goes all the way up to 6A2-8. And we've got one gentleman just about hitting that rank coming in. And what will happen is he'll receive a bonus of $1.2 million. But he'll also receive $120,000 monthly for life on top of all of his commissions. That's really phenomenal, isn't it? It's very exciting, actually, and I've never seen a compensation plan like it. And I knew when I seen this that I couldn't unsee it, and definitely couldn't go back to working my own traditional business when I can, you know, walk into this online space. Was it scary for me? Yes, I'd never had anything to do with the online space before. But you know what? Walking in, overcoming fears, learning new skills is a way that this business trains you and brings you through. So I want to introduce to you now the Academy. The Academy is a leading educational platform designed to give you all the tools and the resources to become a successful Enagic distributor. And inside the platform, we get so much. There's all these self-paced courses that you can go through, and you learn and be trained in how to prepare your business, how to onboard somebody, how to actually set up your social medias, how to create content, and how to run your business all the way through. There's exclusive masterclasses. You know, there's masterclasses similar to this one in the platform, but there's other masterclasses, you know, that are just everything that is in that platform just helps you build your business and a successful business. There's so many resources about our products. And as Jess explained before, there's so many medical resources available to see how the hydrogen-rich water can help us beneficial to our health. And also there's webinars that are done for you. So there's webinars in when you start and you don't have your own webinars. There's webinars that you can send out to potential people that are interested in the business. So you don't have to worry about those things. There's mentorships also that will, you know, when you come in, you know, different master classes and that there's sometimes a mentorship put in with that, and we'll talk about that later on. And so, you know, the leading industry experts are there to train us in social media, in selling, in sales, in every part of our business that we need. There's live in-person events, and don't ever miss a live event. It's so amazing because we can get so much knowledge and understanding that can help us increase our businesses. And also, they had my friend and I, we went up to the Freedom Day in Brisbane a while back, and I tell you what, it was the most exhilarating and exciting time to go to those live events. And they have them all over Australia and all over the world. This year they had the major event in San Diego, so we can just travel and go to those events, and being with like-minded people in the business, it's just building one another up. And we've got a digital specialist team. So all of our technology, I wasn't very tech savvy when I came into the business, but we've got that specialist team there that's going to help us, that's going to build us. And, we've even got a team in there that will do our calls for us. So how do we actually make sales in this business? We do it through social media. So once again, through Facebook and Instagram. And we also have education, which we've seen in the academy, that everything, we have we have training, and there's so many educational videos and training courses in there that we can get that training. And it's all automated. It becomes an automated business, and also it's duplicatable. So when you're bringing people in, we take them through this. When they go through all this process, it's duplicatable. So it's very easy to actually run the business. So how do we do that? The first step was creating content on social media, and we can do that organically or through paid ads. That's entirely up to you. I built my business organically, and just recently I've just started to do trial some ads. So, and you trained in all that. You trained how to prepare your ads, how to do your ads, and how to build your social media organically. There's training for all of those things in the platform. Like I said, there's free masterclasses that you can send to people, when they're interested, and you take them through a process and send that masterclass to them. And then you can book a call with our team. And as I said, we've got an amazing group of people that are high in level in the business, and they can take your calls and take your people through those calls. You don't have to do that. The investment in our own wellness products for our own health and the benefits that we receive, it's just like Jess went through every product. It's just unbelievable what each product can do for us. So it's an investment in our own health and well-being. And when we purchase a product or each product, we receive a distributor ID, which then activates our business for us. And then the last thing is we launch our business with the training and support that's inside the academy. So that makes everything duplicatable. Now, what's your next step here? We're going to have a look with this call today. Once you go through this discovery call, then it's time to book your discovery call. It's time to reach out at the end of the masterclass we're doing today to whoever invited you here to book you in to go through that discovery call within the next 24 hours. And then the next step, the step 2, is to complete your discovery process. So you would join the TFE under this 10-day risk-free trial, which they're offering for people when they first come in, just to go in and have a look at the platform and see all the information in there. And they've got the most amazing section in there called the Wellness Hub, which you'll find out all about your products. So that second step is to complete your discovery process, and that in that discovery process, that gets done before you actually go on and have your call with the specialist team. It's a powerful experience where you can get super, super clear on why this opportunity is important for you right now. And step 3 is getting started, guys. You know, don't hold back. You have your discovery call, you unlock true wealth and health through leveraged income. And I know I've tried the linear income with the cleaning business, and there's so much hard yakka and it doesn't really work. It takes you a long time. So leveraged income is the best way to go in today's society. But I'm going to finish there, and I'm going to invite Amber Lee back out, and she's going to share with you what happens once you take these steps. Do you want to come back out, Amber?
Thank you so much, Annette, for that. I probably should have put out a trigger warning for you guys for that comp plan, because when I watched it, my mind was just completely blown. I lost sleep over it. And the next slide that you're going to see is it just gets even better. So it was awesome what we just went through, but now we're going to get Annette to click onto the next slide so we can have a look a bit at this. So this is the masterclass for the Untold Riches. And what Jess, Annette, and I are actually going to do for the people who submit all their paperwork and have decided to go, yep, this is for me. This aligns for everything that I want for my family. I want that generational wealth. I want wealth that I can set up that's willable to my children. So everybody that is the action takers, the fast action takers, where your paperwork's going to be all submitted by the 31st of August, you get to be invited to have access into a container that myself, Annette, and Jess will be running. So this will be the Untold Riches mentorship, which will be starting in September. So you make sure you have to have your paperwork in by the 31st of August. So this mentorship is going to be valued at over $10,000 gifted to our fast action takers. So in this 30-day mentorship, it's designed to fast track you to your success, to your first $20,000 online. And what you're going to be able to get inside this container is you'll get your 10-day risk-free trial in the training platform that Annette just shared with you. And what Annette, Jess, and I have decided is that whoever decides to get started in August and is able to get access into this container, we're actually going to gift you 1 month into the academy. So you're going to get your 10-day free trial, and then we're going to gift you the 1 month membership after the 10 days. So then you have that extra period, that extra 30 days to be able to have access to everything that's inside the training and the academy, and to really just kickstart your business. You're going to have the exclusive academy group access with the top leaders. And Jess, myself, and Annette also are going to be doing 2 calls weekly to be able to support you every step of the way. And we have also decided to give you guys a digital copy of the Millionaire Success Habits, because we really want to honor you guys and be able to set you up so that you have complete success from the start, because we know that it's really scary to be able to step into something new or something that you just aren't really comfortable with. We've all been there. All 3 of us have overcome hurdles and faced our fears, but it's for the good though. It's for the good. Once you get over that hurdle and then you go, why was I really scared of that? Like, it's nothing to actually be scared about. We often just get too stuck in our own head. So Jess, Annette, and I have decided to open up a container and really just hold your guys' hands and support you through the month after you joining. So that's really, really exciting. But you have to make sure that you have your paperwork done and submitted by the 31st of August. So don't waste your time. Make sure you jump on that discovery call, reach out to the person that invited you here, like Annette said, because they will have a link for you to be able to go in, start that 10-day free trial. So then you're able to submit your discovery process. So then you can go onto a call with our IPA, our specialists team, to be able to go in and have a call with them and just get your questions answered, so that you're able to just really figure out if this aligns for you and if it's actually something that you want to do. So the IPA guys, the specialist team, they're really, really good at helping you figure out where your next part of your life is, where you want to go, but they're really good at helping you overcome fears and get through those hurdles so that you're able to now start creating that success online. And once you join this mentorship, then you're able to join into a beautiful community that you're going to be a part of. So here is our beautiful community here, our global community of like-minded changed makers. So honestly, it's the most beautiful community that I've ever witnessed. Everybody that is in this space, there's no judgment from anyone, and everybody just wants to support and uplift one another. So I just want to leave you guys with this. The best time to get started was 10 years ago, and the second best time is to get started is right now because you don't want to waste another 10 years. Think about it, guys. Where do you want your life to be in the next 12 months? Do you want it to be a complete flip of the script and you're living your dream life? Or are you gonna stay stuck and stagnant because of fear holding you back, and you're probably going to end up worse than you were because like inflation happens and everything. And we just really want to hold your guys' hands and support you to be able to get you to your dream life. So like I said, the best time to get started was 10 years ago, but the second best time is right now. So I'm going to leave you with that. And I can't wait to see all the discovery calls being booked and all the paperwork being processed and to get into this mentorship that I'm super excited about. And thank you guys for coming on and spending this time with us to get educated to be able to better your life. So I hope you have a wonderful day and can't wait to see you inside the group. See you later.